this is fabulous, how far back this room goes, how many people are here. Good morning. I'm honored to be here with you all in this landmark year, the 25th anniversary of public charter schools. In cities across the country, from here in Nashville to my hometown of Los Angeles, public charter schools are giving all students the opportunity to succeed. And I thank each of you for your work and the work of your teachers and principals and parents toward that incredibly important goal. Now, who's ready to find out which charter organization is going to win $250,000? Every year on this stage, we award the Broad Prize for Public Charter Schools to the top performing charter management organization in the country. The $250,000 award goes directly to helping prepare low-income students and students of color for college. Eli and Edythe Broad, the founders of the Broad Foundation, started the prize 5 years ago because they believe in the promise of high-quality public charter schools. The Broads are very passionate about giving all students the opportunity to fulfill their dreams. And that's exactly what public charter schools do, and all of you in this room do every day and every year. This year, we're proud again to partner with the National Alliance on the Broad Prize. Nina, thank you and your team for all the help you've given us this year.
Thank you, Gregory. The National Alliance is extremely honored to be administering the Broad Prize this year. We convened a 7-member review panel of national education experts. These experts reviewed student performance and college readiness data from the 2014 and 15 school year for 30 of the largest CMOs in the country. The data was compiled and analyzed by the American Institutes for Research, a nonprofit independent organization. Then the review board narrowed it all down to 3 CMOs that were knocking it out of the park in terms of graduation rates, college readiness, and academic achievement. Now, I'd like to ask the representatives from each of these CMOs to please stand up as we call your names.
So first, the team from Edythe Public Schools.
Next up, the team from Success Academy.
And last but certainly not least, the team from Yes Prep Public Schools.
Please join us in congratulating these 3 remarkable organizations. And now we'll learn a little from each of them.
The original vision was to get as close to educational nirvana as we could. What drives me personally, it really is a commitment to social justice. The objective is not only to build great schools, but to change public policy so that all kids have access to great schooling. We don't see one of those objectives as more important than the other. You're going to have to not only do teaching and learning, but you're going to have to advocate. We've designed the entire school around creative thinking and having evidence. It's ingrained in everything we do. It's sort of like breathing. We believe that kids learn through play and building. There are millions of kids who we are not serving and who will never get the opportunity to learn how to read. And to me, that is incredibly heartbreaking. We can take a victory lap, but I wouldn't. I don't think it's warranted. I think until every kid in America gets to fall in love with schooling, it's not appropriate.
It's our responsibility as educators to tap into innate potential, and then it's ultimately our responsibility as educators to give students the world-class education that they deserve. So it's a simple philosophy. It's a belief in the power of potential of kids. The number one way that we engage students is by encouraging our teachers first to build transformative relationships with their students. It's one of our core values, and it drives all of our interactions with students. Building these lifelong transformative relationships that don't just exist in the boundaries of the school, but really push to get to know the family, get to know their siblings, get to know who you're going to be teaching later, and get to maintain that relationship when they go off to college. This is a place where they can come, they can feel safe, they can feel like they're cared for, they can feel like their friends are there, and that their friends aren't just their fellow students, but are also their teachers. We talk about being a family-oriented school, and I believe we take that to heart. Like, it feels when you walk into a YES school like you're coming home, and that's an intentional process that we build into each of our campuses. The thing that motivates me personally and motivates every person at YES is our mission. The mission being to dramatically increase the number of students from low-income communities who don't just go to college, but graduate from college prepared to lead. There are over 30,000 kids on charter school waiting lists in Houston, and we believe we have a moral responsibility to grow to meet that demand.
With 150 students on the second floor of a tiny church in downtown Donna, Texas, we launched Edythe Public Schools. And we had a really basic bargain that we made with parents and students. We said, if you stick with us, we'll stick with you. And we promise we'll get your son, we'll get your daughter into a four-year college or university. There's so many reasons that our students have been successful, but I think that really, above everything else, what our teachers are so fantastic at is instilling the sense of what's possible within our young people. Just a couple of weeks ago, we had 14,000 people from the community, students, parents, community leaders, hooping and hollering and cheering and screaming for our high school seniors as they were walking across stage, and they unfurled their college banner of where they were going to attend college, and they said their name into the microphone, and they said exactly what school they were going to graduate from. And the great thing about that is our 5th and 6th and 7th grade students saw the entire community treating these high school seniors like rock stars. Here in the United States of America, some kids are on a 9% graduation track, and some kids are at a 77% graduation track, and we just want to eliminate that gap.
So these three fantastic CMOs are making a difference in the lives of tens of thousands of students, just like all of you are doing every day. So congratulations to them all. And although only one can win the Broad Prize, we know that each of them, and more importantly, each of their students, are winners every day. So the winner of the 2016 Broad Prize for Public Charter Schools is
Edythe Public Schools.
So just a couple of notes. Ken and Tom, come on up. Thank you.
Wow. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, come on. It's like the Academy Awards. It's like the Academy Awards for slightly less attractive people, actually. But Greg, Nina, thank you all so much. Just, this is such a huge honor. You know, 18 years ago, I was at the end of my first year of teaching in the Rio Grande Valley, and I made a trip to Houston, Texas, and I visited YES College Prep and was inspired by what a high-quality charter school could do. A year and a half ago, I went to Success Academy in New York and was re-inspired to raise the bar for what all students can do. So thank you so much, YES Prep and Success Academy, for showing millions of people around the nation what amazing education looks like. You know, the people on stage are why we are so successful. We have teachers, we have school principals, we have senior leaders on the stage behind me. And I wasn't going to say anything controversial or political, but because Nina and our opening speaker, I think, just really set the tone for fighting for our young people, I want to tell you a little bit about Idea Public Schools and the 30,000 students who attend our schools across San Antonio, Austin, and the Rio Grande Valley. And if you're on the front door of our schools in the Rio Grande Valley, you can look and just a couple of hundred yards away see the border wall in the Rio Grande. We have tens of thousands of students at Idea Public Schools who are undocumented. We have thousands of students who want nothing more to be embraced by our leaders and our politicians and our policymakers. Nobody gets to choose where they were born. That includes our students. But they've made a choice every day to come to a high-quality public charter school. And for those who want to deny children who go to American public schools the same access and freedoms as the rest of Americans, my question is, how much more Americans do you want our children to be? These kids learn English in our schools. They pray to Christ in our churches. They pledge allegiance to the American flag. They light fireworks on the 4th of July. They graduate from our high schools. They get into our colleges and universities. Many of them even fight and die for our nation. And all they want is the recognition and the respect of their fellow citizens. So it is for that reason that we will use the very generous award from the Eli and Edythe Broad Foundation to share with Yes College Prep and Success to ensure that undocumented students have somebody fighting for them. Thank you all very much. Thank you.